Hey, we are live. It's NCAA. It's an NFL draft. Bryce Young just went first overall. So Bryce Young will be the new quarterback for your Carolina Panthers. Okay, we got Texans are on the clock. Do they pick CJ Stroud? Do they pick? So what else we have? We're also going to be opening up a Bowman University football. If you want to see this opened up, come on in. Give the live a like, and after 10, we'll be opening up one pack of these, and then we'll go from there. Hopefully we can open up this whole box tonight. Maybe there's a Bryce Young auto. Maybe there's a CJ Stroud auto. We will see. CJ Stroud just got picked number 2. So we're going back-to-back quarterbacks. So full name, Coleridge Bernard Stroud IV. He was grouped with Bryce Young. Oh, I don't know. I missed what it said on the TV. CJ Stroud is going into the same division as the Tennessee Titans. Do I like that? No, I do not, because I think CJ Stroud is the better quarterback out of the two. But we will see. We will see. So Carolina just improved their team. The Texans just improved their team, man. I'm like, we got 2 teams picking quarterbacks. Who will go 3? I'm like, will it be another quarterback? Will it be like a Richardson? Will it be a Levi's? I believe it's Indianapolis next. They're still showing CJ Stroud and the Texans right now. I believe Indy has 3, Arizona has 4, and there's rumors that the Tennessee Titans might be interested in trading up to number 4, as Arizona is looking at trading down and getting a whole lot more picks. So I'm like, we will see about that. CJ Stroud had an amazing playoff game. Almost took out Georgia. I'm like, he was a field goal. He was, the kick wasn't even close, but I'm like, he was a field goal away from going on to the championship. And then they probably would have won the championship. I think whoever won that Georgia-Ohio State game was ending up to win the championship anyways. But so Bryce Young, CJ Stroud. Oh, no, sorry. We got Arizona. I got them mixed up. Arizona is number 3. So this is the rumored place for Tennessee. I don't think they're trading because Tennessee has a lot of holes right now, and they'll have to trade like their first-round draft pick, second-round draft pick, and probably a first next year, and that's too much. That'd be too much for a guy like Richardson. Hey, Storage Bandits. Hey, how's it going, my friend? Happy that you came in. Smash that thumbs up button. We're going to be opening up, hopefully, some University Bowman football cards. CJ Stroud, pick number 2. Bryce Young, pick number 1. Maybe one of their autos is in this box. That would be pretty sweet. Bowman University 2021-22. We've got Arizona on the clock. They've got 3 minutes and 38 seconds left. I don't see a quarterback being picked in this spot. I'd be very surprised if it's Richardson. I'm thinking it's going to be a defensive end of some sort, or they're going to trade it. There has been rumors. Tennessee, like I said, Tennessee has been rumored in the spot. I don't see it happening myself. And the thing is, I'm like, if Tennessee got it, who would they pick? Would they pick Richardson? I don't know. I'm not sure. Would they pick Levi's? I'm like, I don't want either one of those quarterbacks. I'd be happy just staying with Malik Willis. There's some playmakers out there. Bijan Robinson. They got some. It's an okay wide receiver class. It's not elite. It's not like DK Metcalf, AJ Brown. But there are some good receivers out there. offensive tackle and defensive line is what's elite in this draft class. They're talking to Kimberly Stroud right now. CJ's a mother. So yeah, 2 minutes, 15 seconds. Let's see what Arizona decides to do. But personally, I would have thought it would have been the other way around. I thought it was going to be Stroud and then Young. But instead we got Young and Stroud. I think Houston got the better quarterback in this year's draft class. But it's going to be interesting. It's going to be good. It's going to be good for Carolina. Carolina has already a decent offensive line, so that's what Bryce Young needs, because he's not a mobile quarterback. He's a pocket quarterback that's going to throw dimes everywhere. CJ Stroud will be able to get himself out of trouble a little bit more, but I'm like he's a good thrower as well. We're talking to CJ Stroud right now. There were rumors about this, test that he had. I'm not sure if he failed or if he was like one of a lower percentile. I'm like, it doesn't matter. This kid, when he played college football, was unbelievable, and I'm like, Texans, you got a good quarterback there. I guess the Davis Mills era has officially ended. All right, looks like the Cardinals have their pick. They are not trading it. I'm sure that they were asking for a whole whack for that draft pick. But I think with the two top, I'm assuming, are they picking offensive tackle to protect Kyler Murray? Or are they going to go with the number one pick, the number one defender in the draft? Oh, I'm not sure what happened here. The Texans traded. The Texans traded for the number 3 pick. So the Texans will have the 2 and 3. What is Houston going to get 3, 4, 5, 6, 7? They're going to own this draft or what? All right, the Texans already picked the best quarterback in the draft. Who are the Texans going with? I'm not sure what they traded for this pick. It has not been it's not been seen yet. But yeah, the Texans with the 2 and 3 pick now. They just traded for Arizona Cardinals draft pick. I'm assuming offensive tackle. I'm assuming the best offensive tackle or the one that they think is the best one this draft. There's a bunch of them though, right? Because if you can get your quarterback and your offensive tackle, your quarterback is safe. Wow. Okay, the Texans beat the Titans to it. That's impressive. 2-3. Will Anderson Jr. So they went defense. They went defensive end. Well, he's like a linebacker. He's an outside linebacker, but these days in the NFL, for some reason, outside linebackers are defensive ends. Yeah, so they just got possibly the 2 best players in the draft. We don't know what they've given up yet. I think they also had the 12th pick, so Arizona will have the 12th pick. So he was not allowed to practice on Tuesdays in high school, okay, just to allow the offense to practice. He was that good. Will Anderson Jr. was that good in high school. I like, yeah, talking about elite. This guy is elite. The Houston Texans, 2 draft picks. They just got Will Anderson Jr. and CJ Stroud. Uncanny swag. How are you doing, my friend? Hope that you're doing well. We're just watching the draft here. Some good stuff happening already. I think the Texans got the 2 best players in the draft. So Carolina came out. They got Bryce Young. Texans got CJ Stroud. Then they traded for the number 3 pick, which is Will Anderson. Hey, the hobbyist, how's it going, my friend? Woot woot in the commercial. Oh, you're in the commercial. Thank you very much, hobbyist. Yeah, I'm like, Will Anderson was seen as the best player in the draft. So, I think with the quarterback they got, CJ Stroud, and with Will Anderson, this team could be good. It's funny because he's an outside linebacker, but outside linebackers now are considered they're considered defensive ends. I have no idea why the NFL changed it. If you go my fantasy team, because we do a keeper league, I had a bunch of like outside linebackers. They're now defensive ends, which is good because they don't usually get tackles; they get sacks. So if you can put them at defensive end, that's awesome. Roll Tide, yes, the Roll Tide. That's two Tide players in the first 3 picks, which is pretty good. I'm like, and you can make a case for Young being one of the top players. I think Anderson was probably the best player in the draft, and then is it Young or Stroud number 2? Who knows? But we will see as time progresses. The next pick is the Indianapolis Colts. Who will they pick? Rumors have been quarterback. I'm not sure if they will go quarterback here. I don't know. Will they go defense? Will they go offensive tackle? They did draft Gardner Minshew, but how long will Gardner Minshew? Like, I hate for him. I'd hate for Gardner Minshew to sign with the Colts. I'm a Gardner Minshew fan, and then have the Colts draft a quarterback this early in the draft. I don't know, but we will see. God is great. How's it going, my friend? How's everything in Japan? We're 3 picks in. We've got 2 quarterbacks picked. We've got 2 Alabama Tide players picked. We had the Texans trade up to get the number 3 pick. So we've had the Texans pick 2 times. So 2 quarterbacks, 2 Tide players, and 2 players that unfortunately the Texans did not pick 2 Alabama players. They're talking to Tayron Anderson. All right. We also got a box of this. Maybe this will have a CJ Stroud auto. Maybe we'll have a Bryce Young auto in it. I don't know. Who else could I have? I've been lucky with this. I think I've got two retail boxes of this, and I got a Kyle Hamilton auto. And I got another auto, which will be coming up in a video soon. Won't say who it is, but yeah. So 2 retail boxes, 2 autos, a whole whack of hobby boxes with 6 autos. So maybe, just maybe, there'll be another auto in this, baby. Make sure you hit the thumbs up button, and maybe, just maybe, we will hit something big here. All right, looks like the pick's in. So the Colts pick is in. We got Nick Saban, RG3 up on the screen. It's probably going to be another Alabama player, right? For a team that didn't make the playoffs for the first year in a long time. They've got 2 players picked in the top 3. That's pretty decent, which says Alabama should have been one of the top 4 teams in the playoffs, or what they should be doing is the playoffs should be expanded to 8 to 12 teams, at least 10. So if you had 10, you can give the top 2 teams a week off, and then you'd have 3 versus 10, 4 versus 9, 5 versus 8, 6 versus 7, right? All right, the picks in. The Colts select Anthony Richardson. Okay, they picked a quarterback. They picked Anthony Richardson. So 3 quarterbacks drafted in the first 4 picks. I'm like, Richardson is probably a year away. I'm like, this kid has athletic potential. But I don't know. Will he start over Gardner Minshew this year? I personally don't think so, but so he's featured on Netflix's QB1 Beyond the Lights. Oh, during senior year. I'll have to watch that. First scholarship QB from Gainesville to play for University of Florida since 2000. Anthony Richardson. One more quarterback and you'll have $1. Exactly. One more quarterback. Yes, we'll have another $1. What's going on? Happy Friday Eve. Yes, it's Thursday. We got the NFL draft up. Actually, I have been 4th pick is Anthony Richardson. I don't know. I think it's a stretch. So we've got the 3 picks already. Hey, Spine Ticks, how's it going, my friend? Yeah, we got. If every 10 likes, we're gonna open up a pack of the Bowman University. Maybe we'll hit a Anthony Richardson auto. Maybe we'll hit a CJ Stroud auto. Maybe we'll hit a Bryce Young auto. You never know. So the first 4 picks, 3 picks have been quarterbacks. We got Bryce Young going to Carolina. We've got CJ Stroud going to the Texans. We got the Texans trading for the 3 pick where they picked Will Anderson from the Tide. And then the 4th pick, the pick from the Colts, is Richardson, Anthony Richardson. This kid is athletic. I think the Colts might have. I don't know. We'll see. You never know. Loop 19 Sports Cards. How's it going? And yes, it is Friday Eve. No one wants Trey. Okay, I've been saying this for a while. It makes absolutely no sense for the San Francisco 49ers to trade Trey. I'm like, makes no sense. I'm like, we're talking, they have 2 quarterbacks under rookie contracts. Okay. Neither one is making millions and millions and millions of dollars right now. But I'm like, so you got to keep both of them. Both of them are injury prone. I'm like, Purdy's injury prone now. But yeah, I'm like, he could be a good backup to Purdy, or Purdy could be a good backup to him, right? Who knows? Maybe, just maybe, when Minnesota picks, there might be a trade, but I don't think so. I don't think it makes sense for Minnesota either. Purdy to the bowl. I know who's not going to the Super Bowl, Tennessee Titans, but I think we're a couple of years away from that. The number 5 pick is Seattle. Who do you guys think Seattle's playing? Richardson was a pick for Seattle at one point, just because. But I'm like, it would not be a good move, because I'm like, you just signed Geno Smith, who just had. I'm all for this Geno Smith story, and I hope that he continues this. And he had a great year. He was a first-round draft pick for the New York Jets. Obviously, we can see what the Jets quarterbacks have done what the Jets have done to quarterbacks the last 10 years, 15 years. And Geno Smith then went over, he backed up. I think he backed up Oakland. I think it was Oakland he backed up, and then he went to Denver. No, Oakland, and then he went to Seattle. Was backing up Russell Wilson, and now is the starter in. Now he's the starter in Seattle. Hey, Mark Spector Comics, how's it going? Your Jacksonville Jaguars are absolutely, they don't. I don't think Jacksonville can only get better in this draft. I'm like, after the draft picks they did, they picked 2 stud defensive players last year. There's really, I'm like, there's no, this team's going up. This team's on the up and up. And with a top running back, a top quarterback, some really decent receivers. With Calvin Ridley coming back, I'm like, very potential. But yeah, we got Seattle in. 2 minutes left. I do not see Levi. I don't see Levi's going here. And then we get a commercial. All right. So if you haven't already, smash that thumbs up button. We're going to be opening up some University Bowman football for the draft. First round of the draft. I'm like, hey, it's been what I thought. I'm like, I knew Richardson was going to get picked up high. Is he worth it? I don't know. We'll have to see. I think he has a lot of potential. I don't think he might be starting. He might start like what, week 8, week 9. I don't see him starting in the first at least 8 weeks. I'm like, I'd be very surprised. I think it's I'd love to see Gardner Minshew get a shot. Maybe even have the year. Because really, Indy doesn't really need Richardson until next year. Let him learn. Let him learn from Gardner. Let him learn the playbook for the Indy Colts. I don't think there should be a rush for him. CJ Stroud, different story. There'll be a rush to get him going in Houston. And same with Bryce Young. You don't trade for the number 1 draft pick. Okay, so when Carolina traded for that 1-1 draft, did they trade for Bryce Young? Or did they think, or was their guy CJ Stroud at that time? Or maybe they were like, you know what? Both quarterbacks are number 1 potential. Doesn't matter who we pick. As long as we pick in the top 1, 2, we get one of them. That's good. And as a team, you'd rather make that pick. So, So I don't think you go wrong there. But yeah, we'll see who Seattle picks. I'm gonna open up this box while we're waiting. We're on a commercial break. Who knows? There could be a big auto in here. Not many boxes of this left. If I've already said, but I've hit 2 autos in this retail. So there is, and I've opened up 3 boxes of retail. So there's a potential that there is a autograph in here. Maybe it's a big one. Maybe it's not. We'll have to see. Maybe there's no auto. Who knows? But of course, we're looking for CJ Strouds. We're looking for Bryce Youngs. I believe Anthony Richardson's in this. I could be wrong, but I believe. End of the second period. Lightning got to stay alive. Oh, what's the score? I should. Let me change it because we're on a commercial. Let's change it to the game. Looks like. Oh, don't tell me we're in a commercial break here too. Did Tampa just score a power play goal? We got Lightning 2, Maple Leafs 1. I don't think that you want you don't want a 4-1 lead. A 4-1 lead is the worst lead in hockey right now. My OHL team, the Peterborough Petes, they were up 4-1, okay, on Saturday against the Ottawa 67s. Lost the game 5-4. They scored 4 goals in the third period. Oh, Seattle's up picking. Hey, Red Rum, how's it going, my friend? Looks like they picked a cornerback from Illinois. We got Devin Witherspoon. I believe he is one of the top. The Petes beat the Ottawa 67s in 6. But okay, so like what I was saying, the first game, so Saturday game, which was game 5, we're up 3-1. We're up 4-1. Ottawa scored 4 goals in the last 12 minutes of the game. Won the game 5-4. the next night, not the next night, but a couple nights later on the Monday, we're up 5-1 in the third period. We're watching. There's 12 minutes left. I'm like, Jordan, watch us blow this lead. I'm like, we're going to blow it again. It'll go to Game 7 in Ottawa, and we'll lose. They scored to make it 5-2. They scored to make it 5-3. They scored with 2 minutes left to make it 5-4. Absolutely. I'm like, no way. I'm like, this cannot happen. Luckily, we were able to stop them and won 5-4. Yes, Josh. Yeah, exactly. Go on over. Hit. Give the Spine Ticks live on Saturday nights some loving. Even if it's just watch a little bit of the replay. All right, so Seattle needed some defense. So this Devin Witherspoon pick, excellent pick. I like the pick. He's from Illinois. Actually, no. The one thing I noticed, the cornerbacks this year, I'm like, they're big cornerbacks. They're 6 foot, 6'2" cornerbacks. The wide receivers, I was like trying to look. I'm like, they're like 5'8". 5'11". There wasn't many wide receivers that I saw that were like 6'1", 6'2", or 6'3". Like, hey Tex, how's it going, my friend? These are the smallest football players I've ever seen. What are they drafting for junior high? This Saturday, we have the writers of Edgar Rice Burroughs Inc. on. They're the ones keeping Tarzan, John Carter, and other classics alive in comics and books. Hey, that's amazing. Smash that thumbs up button, and we will open up a pack of the University Bowman 2021-22 football cards. Yeah, so we're so it looks like Detroit is on the clock. Detroit, there's a defensive tackle from Alabama that is an absolute beast. If Detroit Lions do not pick him to go with Hutchinson, I will be surprised. I'm like, this pick has to go defensive end, defensive tackle. If you can have two guys going after quarterbacks, one of them being Hutchinson, the other guy is going to get free a lot. So I would be very surprised if this pick is not a defensive end. And like I said, this draft is very defensive end, offensive tackle heavy. There's a lot of these players that are decent players that will go in the second round, which, offensive tackle doesn't usually happen. 67s were injured. Oh, 67s were injured. That's an absolute excuse. Slapnuts gaming. Figure skating girls still had a hard time. Hey, no, we did not have a hard time. We had maybe the last 10 minutes having a hard time. But other than that, we were dominating you guys. So this Saturday, make sure you go over to Spine Ticks. That looks like an exciting Saturday night live stream. That's what I wait for every week. Saturday, 11 o'clock Pacific. 11 o'clock Eastern, 8 o'clock Pacific. It's a little late for me, but yep. Yeah, I'm assuming Detroit goes with an edge rusher here to help out Aiden. Exactly. I'm like, if it's not, I would be very surprised. And the thing is, there's not many holes on this Detroit Lions team. I'm like, if they don't go defensive end, the only other position that makes sense for them would be tight end. And there's some decent tight ends in this draft class. And, considering they did trade, their number one guy last year to the Vikings. I had no idea why they traded him, but other than maybe he's not a good locker room guy. But I'm thinking they'll go defensive end here, and they'll probably go tight end later on in the draft. I would love to. I would love to, dude. I know that your panel's like going awesome right now. You have some awesome dudes up there. But yeah, I would love to hop on. Actually, Uncanny Swag being one of those dudes. But yeah, I would love to get on the panel one day. And I'd love to do more than one, but I don't, but we'll see about that. Let me know for me. Yeah, I would love, yeah, for sure. Saturdays are usually pretty good for the next couple months, so we will definitely get something going. I'll bring Slapnuts Gaming with me. Since my Redskins are now cosmonauts, NFL siphons more than the Pittsburgh Penguins that siphon more than a Hoover. Oh my good gosh. Enough. There's nothing wrong with my Pittsburgh Penguins. Yeah, I don't. The Reds. I was going to say the Redskins. The Commanders are, I don't know. I'm like, they have a quarterback, Sam Howell. They've got two really good wide receivers. They have a decent tight end. They probably want to upgrade the tight end. They got, that running back is an absolute beast. And he would have had him if he didn't get shot at the start of the season and he didn't miss the first 8 weeks of the season. I'm like, we're talking possible rookie of the year candidate there. But yeah, no, I do. Oh, no, it's still the Lions back. Okay, they were showing the Cardinals trade room, and I'm like, did the Cardinals just trade back up into the draft? But oh. No, Lions picked the Cardinals. Oh, my gosh. Okay, the Cardinals traded back up. Okay, they need an edge rusher as well. They need a DT, wide receiver, cornerback, and running back. I don't know. What would they give back to that? I have no idea. Sensei Domino, hey, how's it going, my friend? We have got this Arizona Cardinals. They traded the number 3 pick to the Houston Texans. They now have the number 8 pick. They traded back up into the draft. I'm assuming they traded the 11th overall pick, which they got from, no, not 11th, 12th or 13th, whatever it was. All right, let's see what the pick is. The selection is they got a wide receiver. They got a good one too. They got Paris Johnson Jr. But do they have a quarterback that can give Paris Johnson the ball? And I'm totally wrong. He's not a wide receiver. He's an offensive tackle. I have no idea what I'm talking about. OT or DT? I can't. Maybe he's on the defensive end. That was on me. I thought Paris Johnson was a receiver. I have no idea what's going on. He's a tackle. I have no idea. I'm not sure who I was thinking about. I always thought that he was a receiver. Oh, well. But, yeah, we got 2 Ohio State people going. We got 2 Alabama players going. FML frack. If not Indians, they should have been the Spiders. The Spiders, yeah. Offensive tackle. Paris Hilton is she is a very good actress. If you haven't already, smash that thumbs up button. We might have a CJ Stroud autograph in this. Who knows? Maybe a Paris Johnson Jr. autograph. Offensive tackle. I'll take offensive tackles. That pick boggles my mind. Why would they trade back up? There is a good 5 or 6, 7 offensive tackles that are decent in this draft. Why they would trade up, I don't know. 6'6", 313 pounds. He is a bookend. So I'm like, that's the one thing, right? He is a bookend. It looks pretty decent. They're just showing replays of him playing, and he looks pretty decent. Looks like he can get the job done. But the thing is, he's going to a team with a running quarterback that runs all the time, which makes that offensive tackle position. If he plays that left tackle, makes it hard. Makes it hard on those tackles. So. Oh, the Raiders. The Raiders are coming up next. Yeah, I don't think Murray will be there long either. I agree with that. But right now, Kyler Murray's the quarterback, so that's who you have to be thinking. Will Kyler? I'm like, I think that's what made the players mad in the first place. Actually, what Buda Baker wants to trade out because of Kyler. So the Raiders, what does the Raiders need? Their quarterback is Jimmy G. Is this where Will Levis goes? Tex also saw David's OnlyFans movie and said that beyond all the hair, not much to be seen. I have no idea what you're talking about. But hey, burning bridges I like Kingsbury. I think Kingsbury outdid himself. Okay, they went out, drafted Josh Rosen. Did he make it? No, he didn't. But I still think they should have given him another year because you know what? If you gave Josh Rosen another year, you didn't draft Kyler Murray. The next year, and you sucked, okay? You won, 3, 4, 5 games. Then you're like, okay, maybe Rosen is not the guy. Who could you pick? Joey B, Justin Herbert, Tua, Jalen Hurts the next year. I'm like, you probably had the first overall pick, maybe second because Cincinnati was really bad. But I'm like, so instead you could have either, Jalen Hurts, Tua, or I'm like, yeah, I'm just like, I think they moved too fast from Rosen. Not that I think Rosen's going to be was going to be a superstar. But I think they picked the wrong quarterback. They picked the wrong year to get a quarterback. One day in the near future, Josh, teams will be called 2, 3, 4, etc. And number 1, as to not offend anyone. I think I might have missed something. Teams will be called 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, because exactly. I'm like the Seattle Kraken. That probably offends a whole whack of people. Buffalo Bills. It's that offends the Bills. Cornerback wouldn't be a bad pick, but they will pass on Carter. I think maybe that's why the Lions traded that pick because I think they had their eyes on Carter. We'll see. Kraken pipe. Raiders pick is in. I agree. I believe it will be a defensive end. A cornerback as well. Guru and Wahoo the Turtle. How are you doing, my friend? Would the Browns be offended if they are called number 2? That's good. Okay, the Texans receive 2023 third overall pick, 2023 fourth round pick. Cardinals receive 2023 12th round pick, 2023 second round pick, and a 2024 first round pick, and a 2024 third round pick. So that was the initial deal that got the Texans the third overall pick. I'm assuming they used some of those picks to move back up at the 8 position. I think the Browns would be offended if they're called the number 2. I think that's the one team that you could not call the number 2 team. Browns to the bowl every year. Deshaun Watson, I'm like, watch out. I'm like, is he a good human being? I don't know. I think he is. I'm like, I don't think he's that bad of a guy. The Cardinals got the 2023 6th overall pick. Lions received the 2023 12th overall pick and the 2023 second overall pick, which is the number 34 in the draft. That's actually a good deal for the Lions. Some will just be offended always, no matter what, they will find something. Exactly. That's just the era we live in. Browns and Lions have the most titles in NFL history. Gonzalez or Carter. Oh man. I don't know. I'm like, I think the Raiders are actually going to surprise in this pick. I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm like, if I'm them, okay, and you've done whatever with Josh Jacobs, I'm like, go get Bijan Robinson and just be done with it. I'm like, if they pick Levi's, I'll be ticked. They picked Tyree Wilson from Texas Tech, defensive end. Falcons better get another quarterback. Would you feel comfortable with Levi's? I'm like, basically the two quarterbacks left will be Hooker or Levi's. I like Hooker better, but yeah, I'm not sure if either one of the. Well, Hooker is 2 years away, for sure. This might be a good pick. Yeah, the Tyree Wilson. He is a big boy. I would say Hooker as well. That way you can give Riddler the chance this year. All right. Do you guys want to see a pack opened? Let's open up a pack and let's see what we can get here. I couldn't tell you anything about the players in this draft. Okay, here's the packs. I want you to pick 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Pick a number, any number, 1 to 7, and the one with the highest votes will get opened. They just don't look like football players for the most part, Red. The wide receivers, I mentioned that earlier. I'm like, the wide receivers, like, there's not many big wide receivers. All right, we got 1 for 6. We got 1 for 4. We got 1 for 3. You guys are going to make this difficult on me. The next person, pick a number 6, 4, or 3. And I will pick that pack. I'll take any Yale or Nebraska ones. Text 6, 4, or 3. Pick a number, any number. '61 tackles, 7 sacks, and 1 forced fumble. All right, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We will open up that pack. And text pick 7. Not even a number I said. The Browns are not the real Browns. They are the current Baltimore Ravens. That is true. The NFL retained the rights on the Browns name and logo after the owner moved the personnel and etc. to Baltimore. That was a 15 for Shockage. All right. Will there be an auto here? Oh, we're going to start off with a Shimmery Dyke. Ooh, nice. We got a Canadian. He plays for the Texans. He's going to be catching balls from C.J. Stroud. John Menchie the third. We might have. I don't. There could be an auto there. There could be an auto. We might have had the pack with the auto. Tyler Fogarty. We got a Majai Sanders. All right. So who picked this one? Okay, it could be an auto, might not be an auto. We will have to see. Will it be an auto? Maybe it's not. It might just be a purple shine. Oh, it's just a purple. Oh, I thought maybe, but it is a Jalen Tolbert. In the purple. It is not numbered. That's what it looks like in the back. This kid, 6'3", 190. I believe he was drafted. I don't think we got anyone that actually will get drafted this year. Maybe Dyke. I don't know. But yeah, I thought it was an auto, but it was not. But we got a good Jalen Tolbert though. Wide receiver. I'm trying to think. Is that Penn State? I'll have to check and see who he plays for. Who did he play for in college? Let's check that out. Let's go here. Yeah, the pink parallels. They are nice. I gotta say. Jalen Tolbert. Wide receiver for he plays for the Dallas Cowboys. JB's ghost hunting and other hobbies would love this card because he is a Cowboy. He played college football at South Alabama and was named the Sun Belt Conference Offensive Player of the Year as a senior in 2021. All right, so he's 6'1", 200 pounds. I think he might be given a shot. Yeah, I got they are pretty nice. But yeah, born in 1999, that makes Slapnuts very he's like, oh my gosh, he was born in 1999. Whew. Slapnuts had another 50 years before that. He piled up 1,474 receiving yards and 8 touchdown catches in 2021 regular season. Made 10 snags for 191 yards on November 26th. That would have been the Thanksgiving game, or at least the weekend game. His 7th 100th game. He's decent. Long, lean, wide out with the size advantage over cornerbacks. Fires off the lines with urgency and speed. Cites The Benchwarmers as a favorite movie and Swindle as top book. He's a baseball fan, enjoys fishing, earned his bachelor's degree in leisure studies. What the heck do you do with a leisure studies? I'm like, leisure studies? I'm like, your Slapnuts is gaming. I'm like, just he is the number one leisure guy that I know. And he better be working on a second degree, because if football does not work out for you, kid, what are you going to do with leisure studies? What is leisure studies? How to play video games? Like, what's going on? I'm in 71 there, Rambler. Okay, we got the top pick in. Falcons are up. Guru, are we getting a quarterback? Falcons fans, rise up. Bijan Robinson. Oh, that's a good pick. That is a good pick. I was thinking he was going to fall to Philadelphia, and the Eagles were going to snag him, and that would have made the Eagles like 10 times better. But hey, Bijan Robinson from Texas is going to the Atlanta Falcons. I think you got a good player there, Guru. I don't think you need it. I think you can get a quarterback in the second round if you need one. But Bijan Robinson is a good pick. All right. Forgot to mention the week Gary's guest on his show is David, who will be twerking in a mankini while Gary talks about Conan the Destroyer. And you also get Slappy in the same episode doing his OnlyFans routine. Yeah, wow, I know. Got a running back. I am surprised about that. I thought he was going to fall down to the Eagles, because the Eagles were on the clock. Okay, I thought Eagles were 10, but no, they were 9. So Eagles were one pick away from getting Bijan Robinson. No, Guru, no, not a boo. That's a good pick. That is a good pick. I'm like, he can do absolutely anything. He's a runner. He can catch the ball. He is speedy. No, that's a good pick for you dudes. I don't think you guys needed a quarterback. I think you could get Hooker in the second round. Hooker could go at the end of this round, but I think you guys can still get Hooker. What's scary for me is Levi is still on the docket. If the Tennessee decides to go quarterback, I do not want Levi. I'm like, oh my goodness gracious. All right, David and Chen, I'm going to peace out and wax. Oh, he's waxing. He's finally waxing some of that hair that he said he had. So I can out Mankini David. Awesome. Thank you very much, Slapnuts. Appreciate you coming in here. And if you get tired, come on in here. Come on, let me put you to sleep. Let me put you to sleep with my lovely voice. He is a nice player, sure, but running backs in the first place are bad value. Yes, I'm like, yes, I can see that, but I'm like, I think this guy is going to be something special. Yeah, no, I think it's a good pick for them. I don't think quarterback would have been a good spot. I don't think you're improving your quarterback position if you pick one of those quarterbacks in the first round. I think you can still get a decent quarterback in the second round. Yeah. That's the unprofessional thought. My bikini always becomes a betweenie and disappoints like the Falcons. Oh, man. The Eagles have a good pick, Eric. Where do the Eagles go here? The Eagles are almost like a perfect team. They do need running back, but now I don't think there's another running back that you take in the first round. Bijan Robinson was the only guy that I would have seen as a first-round pick. Cash and Dad's in the house. How's it going, my friends? Do you got any big battles coming up? Can't wait to see. Check out Zach's Collections' latest video. I didn't see this on his box before, or I might have seen it already. But there's a homage of CBE on his box that is, and he only showed it for a little bit of time, which might be something because Zach Squared is going to be in the tag team tournament. We'll see what happens with them. But if Zach Squared wins the championship, and they're a tough team, and they do what that box says that they might do, it might cause some major things here. Adam's Card Closet. Hey, how's it going, my friend? Defense. Yes. Yeah, you know what? They've lost a lot of defenders. They, right. They can go absolutely anywhere. Defensive tackle, safety, defensive end, linebacker, or guard. Okay. Oh, actually, Cash and Dad, you're in the house. Okay. So, Indianapolis Colts sign Gardner Minshew. They draft Anthony Richardson. Does Minshew still get the starting quarterback job at the start of the year? I personally hope that he does. I am a fan of Gardner Minshew. Is the Richardson pick, is that something for next year? Are they going to give him a year to learn how to be a quarterback? Or will they just be like, yeah, Gardner, you're the backup? I'm like, talk about bad luck. I'm like, someone please give Gardner Minshew a freaking shot at being a starting quarterback. But that's just me. Got to get a hold of JG50. Okay, yes, awesome. That's what I like to hear. And I know I might have said, JG50. You could pick anybody that you want as well. So if you can't get a hold of JG50, please, there's, you can go to Red Rum. He's here today. You could challenge him. You could challenge absolutely anybody in the chat, anybody in our Instagram. And yeah, we'll go from there. Oh, Jalen Carter. Here I am talking to the computer. Jalen Carter, defensive tackle. I think that's who the Detroit Lions wanted. And I think that the Eagles, if you're going to have someone jump in your lap, I'm like, it's either Bijan Robinson or Jalen Carter. I think those two guys are decent. Zach Sports Cars and Collectibles would be super pumped about this right now because he likes Georgia. Standout basketball player. He dunked in 5th grade. Went to same high school as Warren Sapp. Warren Sapp was he was a great one. Oh, I did. Yes. I'm going to be doing a video. I'm going to be doing a mail day video. Sorry. I thought I messaged you already. I did get it, and I'm going to be doing a video with a bunch of mail calls. Yes, and that'll be coming up very soon. Thank you very much, my guy. Copy that. Yeah, well, exactly. Mustache doesn't stink. I'm like, I just want Mustache to go somewhere where he can become a starter. I don't think Anthony Richardson's there quite yet. But I'm like, no matter what, I think Indianapolis is playing that game where, he could be the starter in week 9, week 10. If anything falters, or, I'm not sure what's going on here. Okay, just wanted to make sure you got it. No stress bit of video. Just thought shitty Pens cards were better with you than I. Hey, I will take any Pittsburgh Penguin cards that anyone wants. That doesn't matter to me. I'm a big Penguins fan. The Bears pick is in, and they're and the Eagles just giving the guy just giving Jalen Carter his jersey, 6'3", 314. I'm like, that's pretty scary because Philadelphia is still going to be a really good team. They're going to kick the crap out of the Washington Commanders / Redskins or whatever they want to be called. Dallas could be a good team. Dallas could be a good team in that division. And then who else do you have there? New York Giants. And the New York Giants are going to be the New York Giants, right? No big deal at all. Actually, you get Jalen Carter now, and then the Philadelphia Eagles get the number 30 pick overall too. So, Christian Gonzalez, number 1 from Oregon. Peter Skoronski, watch it for him. He might become a Tennessee Titan. Guard. Will Levis is the 3rd best player from Kentucky. Broderick Jones, another Georgia player. 91 Fleer, 92 Upper Deck High Series, 90 Upper Deck, 89 Tops, 90 Score Series 2, also 91 and 92 Score, 1 and 2, 91 Pacific, and 91 Pro Set Football. Who's the big rookie in the 91 Pro Set Football? So what does the Bears do with this pick? They traded down, so they had the 1-1 pick. Obviously, they didn't need a quarterback. They have Fields. They have Justin Fields. I don't know. Do they go? Maybe an offensive tackle. I'm not sure what their offensive line's like. Maybe they go Skoronski as a guard. Maybe they go defense. Maybe they go Maybe they grab that cornerback from Oregon. And then Tennessee's next. What does Tennessee do? Please don't draft Will. Please. I don't think I'd want that draft back. But being a Titans fan, if they do pick Will Levis, I will support that pick 100% because we did not need to trade up to get a quarterback. But I'm like, right now, I'm super pumped for this year's football cards. I'm like, I think there's going to be some big-time quarterbacks to go after. I think that there's going to be some big-time players in general to go after. So the Bears knew what they were picking right away. The Chicago Bears knew what they were picking. Maybe they go tackle. Maybe they'll get that tackle from Georgia. The pick's in. The commissioner is stepping up to the podium, and we have got they picked Darnell Wright, offensive tackle from the University of Tennessee. Tennessee was one of the top teams in this league until Hooker got injured. If I'm not mistaken, I think Tennessee was in the top 4, if not the number 1 team at one point during the season. So no, that could be a 6'5". I missed it. 335, I think it was. So Justin Fields will have some protection now, which is good. What does Tennessee do? Tennessee's on the clock. We need a lot. We need a wide receiver. We might need a running back if Henry goes away. We need some defense. We need an offensive tackle. We need absolutely everything. This pick could be anything for the Tennessee Titans. I'd be okay also if they traded down as well. The pick is in. Okay, so they've already got the pick in. This is quick. That was like 2 minutes in. And they go to a commercial. All right, I'm going to open up another pack here. I'm just going to pick a number. I'm going to pick number 3. Oh, right there. Let's open this up. Let's see what we get. The last pack got us a nice little pink Jalen Tolbert. Let's see what we get. So I'm not sure. Frank's Cards and Collectibles, I think that he made it all the way to the border. Made it to Mexico. And yeah, I'm like, he is afraid of facing off against me for a second time. So we're going to start off with Tyler Van Dyke, quarterback. Let's go from the back. Nice. We got this guy's auto in the last box. Spencer Rattler. He's going to have another year in college. He could be a number 1 pick next year. That'd be kind of sweet. All right. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this. So I don't even. We've got Sauce Gardner. Ahmad Sauce Gardner. And I'm going to cover this. I'm not sure what this is going to be, but let's take a look. It's a Bowman first. Looks like it's a quarter. No, it's not a quarterback, I don't think. Wide receiver. No, it's a quarterback. Is it an auto? No, it's not an auto. But it's a nice it's Bryce Young. Boom. Can you imagine if this was an auto? Oh my goodness gracious. I would have went absolutely nuts. The number 1 overall pick right here, Bryce Young has made an appearance on the live stream. Let's go. I'm still searching for him. He could be in Cuba. I'm like, and Red Rum, he's one of your CWO members. I'm like, you need to do something. Let's take a look at what they say about Bryce Young. 6'0", 194 pounds. He was a sophomore, major communication studies. He was born 7/25/01, Pasadena, California. He fired over 4 touchdowns in first college start in 21. In week 4, set single game school mark, minimum of 20 completions by connecting on 90.9% of his throws. Posted 26 touchdowns to 3 interceptions ratio in September, October. Agile signal caller who escapes pressure with ease. He's a pocket passer, poised pocket passer with good launch on intermediate throws. Identifies secondary targets quickly. Natural leader who commands the huddle. First love was basketball. Favorite food is sushi. Rated as a top dual threat quarterback in high school class by all major outlets, and received initial college offer as 8th grader. This kid got offers in the 8th grade, and now he is your number 1 draft pick for the Carolina Panthers. That is a nice card. And like I said, man, I'm like, if this one was autoed, can you imagine? Would have went absolutely nuts. I've asked others who were in attendance at the Toronto Expo, and they did not see him. See, I think it was all a ruse. I don't think that he was, he was scared. He was absolutely terrified. And you got to do what you got to do, I guess, right? I don't know. I feel like there's a quarterback autograph in this. I have a feeling there's going to be a quarterback autograph. That's what I'm hoping. Yeah, I think it's going to be a Bryce Young auto too. They're going to have one of these, and then it's going to be autoed. That's a sweet card though. Mr. Bryce Young. All right, Tennessee Titans pick is in. The commissioner's not up there yet, but let's see. Let's see what the Titans do. What does my team do? Hopefully, it's something good. But yeah, if anyone's seen Frank, please, if you watch this on the replay, if you come in on this live stream, if you've seen Frank, please tell me. I'm like, right now, he's a running scared. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not even sure what the Tennessee needs. I'm like, what I saw was wide receiver, and then I saw offensive tackle. I think it's going to be an offensive tackle. All right, here's Mr. Goodell. Oh, they drafted Peter Skoronski. This guy, I didn't know anything about this guy until Zach's Collections. He was talking about him, and he dressed his grandfather for Halloween as a child. His grandfather Bob played on Lombardi's 5 championship. So this guy could be a champion. I think you're right, Sensei. I think that is a very nice pick. Sensei, I'm not sure if you saw me open up the last pack, but I did get one. I got the number 1 overall pick. I got a little Bryce Young. Let's go, Bryce. I'm like, it's not a sexy pick. It's but it's still a good one. Missed that. Checking on Rips breaks. Oh, does he have a live stream going on? Yeah, so it was Bryce Young. I'm trying to think of who else was there. I think Spencer Rattler was in that pack. There was an Ahmad Gardner, Sauce Gardner. Oh, and then it started with this man right here, Trevor Van Dyke. Yeah, opening up the new SP Authentic Hockey. Oh, anything big coming out of the? I'm assuming it's a hobby box, right? I don't know. I'm not. I like the look of the SP Authentic, but they're not. I don't know. I'm like, if you don't hit a good auto, I'm like, it's it feels like you're just throwing your money away. You know, if it's a good auto, that's great. But the one really notable, the inserts look nice. Okay, that's they're expensive too. Like they're very expensive. Oh, the Lions! The Lions know what they're doing. They have the number 12 pick, and it's in. I'm assuming it's going to be someone opposite of Hutchinson. And if they pick someone good, I'm like, you can have two guys just going straight to the quarterback. I'm like, then you'll need some good corners because there's going to be some ducks being thrown. What? They picked Jahmyr Gibbs, running back from Alabama. Wow. I was not expecting that. 2 running backs picked in the top 12? Holy mackerel. And, you know, there's a long pedigree of really good Alabama running backs. So I'm like, I don't even think that he was expecting it. I'm like, he's not even there. He's like, darn, if I knew that I was going to get picked that high. Yeah, that surprised me. I'm like, okay, they need a tight end. I'm like, would you not pick a tight end there if you're going to go offense? Yeah, they did lose. They lost Jamal Williams. They're not big on that other running back that they drafted a few years ago. So I'm like, he'll get lots of playing time. I don't know. I guess you'd either go tight end or defensive end. I mean, sorry, defensive or running back. That's I don't know. We'll see. Like I said, Detroit didn't have many. Detroit didn't have many holes on that team, so I'm like, they're a good team. Like, and their offense was really good too. I like Goff. I think Goff is good for that offense. I'm thinking right now the Rams are kind of, because there's rumors that the Rams are looking maybe at Hooker at the end of the draft, at the end of the first round, which would give Matthew Stafford another year as a starting quarterback. And then maybe they move away from Matthew Stafford because, obviously they're not going to be good for the next 4 or 5 years. Stafford deserves to go on a good team. If they really valued tight end, they would have kept him. That's what I was thinking too, right? I'm like, they had one of the best tight ends, one of the best, better young tight ends in the league, and they traded him. So I don't know. Goff has small hands. I don't know. I'm not sure if he has small hands, but yeah, no, I'm pretty sure he does. But yeah, I'm surprised. Yeah, they drafted a running back, 2 running backs. I think both these running backs, though, I think they both can like catch the ball. That they're like all utility running backs, and that's what you're going to be going for now, right? It's the bruising running back. There's not many. I'm like, there's not many bruising running backs. I think you're going to have to be able to catch the ball out of the backfield now, and both these guys can do it. So. Saying he would have had a hard time playing in the elements. They talked about that when he went first overall. Saying he would have a hard time playing in the elements. Yeah, Detroit is where you're going to get the elements. Detroit and Buffalo. If you can't play in winter and snow and colds, then you might be in trouble. All right. Pick a number, Sensei, 1 to 5. We'll open up another pack here. Red Rum, pick a number from 1 to 5. Detroit is a dome. You are correct. Detroit is a dome. So they don't, because that's why they had the Super Bowl, right? Because they would never play the Super Bowl with a ton of with snow and all that stuff. Whereas in Canada, I'm like some of the Grey Cups with snow is instant classics almost. All right, will there be a CJ Stroud in this one? A CJ Stroud autograph, maybe? All right, we're starting off. This guy's gonna be good. He's another Houston Texan, Derek Stingley Jr., safety. That's a decent one. We got, is he worthy? Xavier Worthy. Let's go from the back here. We got JJ McCarthy. I always liked watching him play. I don't think he'll amount to much, but we got one of the top picks in this year's draft. We got Mr. Bijan Robinson. There he is. We'll go through his stats in a bit here. And then we have that's another pink one, right? Looks like a quarterback. It's a Malik. It's not the Malik we're looking for. It's a Malik Cunningham. This kid looks like he'll probably be a late 6th or 7th round draft pick, if not undrafted. But yeah, we'll see what happens with him. It doesn't look like he's a big guy, but yeah, that's a nice looking card though. Malik Cunningham. Has to be favored for offensive rookie of the year. Going to go very early in fantasy too. Oh yeah, no doubt. Mr. Bijan Robinson. And he should get lots of opportunity too. So he's 6'0". Okay, so sorry, the Green Bay Packers picked Lucas Van Ness, defensive end, Iowa. That's a good pick for them. We'll have to see how Van Ness does. 2021 first team all-conference choice, ran for 1,127 yards, 11 touchdowns before injury ended season in November. Also made 4 scoring grabs, averaged 8.2 yards per tote as freshman in 2020. Patiently allows holes to develop, then attacks them with intent. Outruns foes when he reaches the second level. Keeps strides short and choppy, giving him lateral agility. Effective pass catcher. He set Arizona high school career marks for rushing yards. In high school, he ran for 7,036 yards. In touchdowns, 114. Grandfather Cleo was all-state linebacker and track standout in Arizona, who became longtime basketball and longtime official. There we go. All right, so exactly. They got the Van Ness monster in Green Bay. They got the cheese Van Ness monster coming. Yeah, I'm not surprised either. I'm not surprised Levi's has fallen. He's definitely he's not a starter in day one. Um, but I also don't think Richardson is either. But I think Richardson has a lot more potential. But the one thing about Levi's is he has a really strong arm. He has a really strong arm. Who gets him? Who gets him? Who gets him? The Patriots trade pick to the Steelers. Zach's Collections, where is he? He was way too hyped. This is definitely not Levi's spot. He's not going to go to Pittsburgh. I don't think they need a tight end either. They need a linebacker, I believe. So they could get. There's a lot of places. You gotta go have a chipper night. Thank you very much, Adam's Card Closet. We just opened up a Bijan Robinson and a Bryce Young, so it's been good. It's been a good night. The picks are coming fast and furious. A lot of teams are improving right now, but it just depends on what happens. I'm assuming this is going to be a tackle. Oh no! Okay, I didn't know that. I'll have to message him. I am so sorry. Oh, that sucks. I remember. I remember. I think one of his live streams, maybe with with John Burgess. I think he was saying that his dog was throwing up or something. Oh my gosh, that sucks. Losing your dog is just absolutely terrible. I lost mine in September, and I still think of him every day. And and it's been since September. So that is not fun at all. So let's hope the Steelers, pick something good for Zach's Collections right here, right now. Wow, did you just see Luke Van? I don't know. I'm like, some were family. Maybe one must have been his girlfriend, but every girl there was like just hotness personified. I'm like, holy mackerel. Van Ness knows who to hang out with. Yes, offensive line. I agree. You have to protect your number one quarterback. Last year, they didn't. Actually, just me playing the franchise mode for the Steelers, I'm like, I'm not even in a playoff spot right now. There's times when I'm like that. Their defense, the opposition's defense, just bowls right through my offensive line. So yeah, has to be an offensive lineman. It has to be a tackle. You have to protect your number one quarterback. No sense of having a quarterback, your number one quarterback, if you just go just like David Carr. Oh my goodness gracious! I like David Carr. I thought he was a great pick, but Houston did him absolutely no favors. Looks like we got the Jonas Brothers here talking. Why do we have Jonas Brothers talking football? I'm not sure if you guys saw the start as well. The start had I don't know, these two people from Kansas City, and then they brought out Patty Mahomes and Travis Kelce with the Super Bowl. Made me sick to my stomach. All right, Steelers picks in. Looks like they picked, Broderick Jones, the offensive tackle from Georgia. That's a beast of a offensive tackle. So definitely that's where they needed to go. I think you'll be able to probably get a linebacker in the second round. But yeah, no, that's a good pick. Kenny Pickett right now is probably, it's clapping right now saying, let's go, Steelers. I got someone to protect me. Oh, wow. He has like snakes and everything. Perfect pick. Exactly. It was the perfect pick. I don't know. Kenny Pickett better like snakes because I think he's going to be, there'll be lots of snakes in that locker room, which might not be a good thing if you have snakes in the locker room. Going to see that too, right? Exactly. Going to see the Najee of 2 years ago. Yeah, I think last year was just Najee Harris is one of those great Alabama running backs, and he has a lot of career left in front of him. Really good pick. Oh, we got the New York Jets with a brand new stinking quarterback. That's Zach Wilson said he's gonna give them hell in every practice. We got Aaron Rodgers and the New York Jets. I'm assuming offensive tackle as well here, or do they go defense? I don't know. The offensive line last year was flat out garbage. I remember seeing the Steelers, watching the Steelers, and they had a tough time protecting them. You think they go wide receiver? Do they go Addison? Who's the other big one? Oh, Zay Flowers. I don't know. Do they go? I don't know. I'm not sure if they go wide receiver here. I'm not sure. I can't remember right now. Give Rodgers a first round wide receiver. Well, that too, right? That too, exactly. I can see that too. Maybe Rodgers is like, you know what? I will come to New York if you give me a wide receiver. And considering the Packers got Van Ness, Zay Flowers. Zay Flowers is supposed to be good. Can you imagine if they draft Will Levis? Aaron Rodgers goes to the New York Jets and they draft his heir apparent. Oh yeah, Jackson Brexta, blah blah blah. He's supposed to be decent as well. They had Tennessee picking him at the start of all the mock drafts. He was always the guy, and then after that, it was always an offensive tackle or was that Skoronski guy in the mocks. Wouldn't be a bad idea to trade back a few spots. Yeah, agreed. Agreed. I think that you could definitely trade back and still get a guy like Flowers. Yeah, a little bit early for Flowers. But if you know what, if you think he's going to be your guy, you grab him. You grab him. Yeah, Smith Nijba. I could see I could see it being him as well. I was going to say tight end, but they have Conklin, so I don't think they need a tight end. But like I said, it's either going to be offensive tackle to protect Aaron Rodgers, or it's going to be a wide receiver. Bigger college for Smith, Ohio State. But where was Zay Flowers from? Oh no, Addison's from USC. For some reason, I thought Flowers was from USC, but no, he's not. Oh, Boston College, definitely. Ohio State or Boston College every day of the week. We got the Lions cheerleaders doing their thing. Schedule release in May. Let's go. we'll be going through that schedule in May for sure. We're going to be like, what games can the Tennessee Titans win? Who's going to win the Super Bowl? I don't know. Last year, I did an early prediction. Might do it again. We'll see. I opened up some cards and then did like an early prediction. We'll see if I do that again.